to both Wako and Pretender on their AD carries, and, you know, the Zyra as well is a part of that. There's team fights later, though. I mean, it's pretty hard to contest against the Zeri Corki brand, just in general. I think if those champs, they press R, Nully, you know, eventually his R's just going to really, really hurt. It's pretty hard for Wako to justify buying a Bloodthirster. And it's the same for Lucian, right? Lucian doesn't really like to fit Bloodthirster in his build.
No, I'm curious what Wako will go for first item. I hope it's not Static Shiv. That's boring.
That's what most people are doing, even in solo queue.
Yeah.
So it is most likely. I mean, if there's ever a game for it, Collector wouldn't be too bad this game, but
yeah,
probably
this is
will
the
be the Static
Collector
Shiv
game. Though Twisted Fate will probably go Tabbies. Probably Corki will go Tabbies too. So it doesn't feel as amazing.
Yeah, he sure will.
Gemini, pretty good start. I don't know if he wanted to pull. No, he definitely didn't. No, it's a terrible start. It's a horror start, actually.
Yeah.
2 of his plants were attacking the Raptors, so he won't be breaking any records today for Gemini. You can actually do this whole camp over the wall, by the way.
I think you might need your Snare to do it, otherwise they just walk out of range.
Nah, because they just sit there hitting the plants forever. It actually takes them 4 autos to kill each plant, by the way. I was Zyra jungling recently, so I watched some clear videos. You like finish your red and you stand over the wall, and you can legit just WWQ smite and walk away from the camp. And
he smited red.
Oh, okay.
Not a whole lot really should be happening down this lane.
Yeah, Zyra clearing a little bit faster than Brand. For the meantime, I don't know if anything's going to happen top either, though.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for Gemini to ever look for a gank up there, and honestly, same thing for Hot Pot.
Easier for Hot Pot to look, I guess.
It is, yeah. There's just a ranged point-and-click stun. One of the most egregious abilities.
Yeah, problem is Gnar is ranged as well, right? With Fleet Footwork, so he's never going to be low enough to just dive.
Yeah. Will be weak, losing priority the whole game, though, because ultimately, yes, Gnar is ranged, but he's not that ranged. You know, he's got sort of like... It honestly feels like a similar auto-attack range to like a Relia. But like slightly longer.
Yeah.
Lane going well for Pretender yet again. Another, I believe, second Lucian game now. And performed extremely well in game in his first.
Gemini and Hot Pot going to run into each other. Hot Pot snared.
Yes, Snare does connect, as will the Boomerang, and Guangwan's popped his Ghost. He's actually looking to try and save his jungler, but one more plant auto attack would do it. Gemini flashes the wall, auto attack, first blood. And that's one way to start the game. That's Frank Esports.
Hot Pot just holds on to his flash forever there. Probably just needed to flash the Zyra snare immediately. You can't really afford to get hit by CC. Both of these AP junglers, very volatile, very high damage. So first one that lands their spells wins, and it was Gemini this time.
Yeah, Bax gets his Faded Ashes. Dream start.
Yeah, incredible start. Just the Dark Seal for Hot Pot, which doesn't feel good at all.
Oh,
good
nice.
chunk, yeah. Jung doing very well in farm.
Yeah, definitely a serviceable job he's doing up here. And
so he sees the Zyra plants down at his feet, so he has some idea that Gemini is around here. Has to assume he's doing the crab. And yeah, just gets rooted without flashing, unfortunately. Maybe baited by Jung.
Guangwan even popping the Ghost, but still being a little late.
Yeah. Hot Pot not happy with that flash. Had to just tank the death.
As unfortunate as may be, it is true. And again, great start for Frank. They're up 1k gold already. And Gemini looking to take Hot Pot's jungle as soon as it spawns.
Yeah, Hot Pot, nothing to take on the other side. And we see these matchups get out of hand pretty quick, the AP junglers. Because once one of them does gain access to the other's jungle, they do it so quickly.
Trying to walk to lane. Gemini maybe pulling the trigger a little bit early.
Yeah, but, I mean, how doomed is this for Gongwan?
Yeah, just being completely zoned off.
Hot Pot is trying to do the same thing bot, though. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, yeah, level 5, all sums are available, and Kaiwing dismounted.
Yeah, different.
Means it's easy to select one target and ensure CC lands. Flash from Wako to answer. It's going to be Ching9 tanking tower to start. Wako still does have barrier, pops it. Kiri's going to go down. It's a kill traded as Kiri actually the one that picks it up for the side of Halpigs. And now, Kaiwing's 2v1, but he is going aggressive. Pretender now here, trying to get into range. Kaiwing with the speed up. There's not much mana left on this Lucian. Flash forward, one more auto attack will do it, and it is a confirmed kill yet again. 3-1 and a double kill down bot side for Frank Esports' team.
Yeah, nice move from Pretender, who just has complete control over the mid lane and has a CS lead to boot. Trades the kill back for his bot lane. It was a sloppy dive from Hellpigs, but they do end up getting both of Wako's sums and the kill. So until the Lucian rotated, this was very good for Hellpigs. And I think here, Carry just flashes but doesn't use his pull, which is very well played. You can expect Wako to react to a flash alley, so bit of a mind game there, not using his Q. Has it here to make sure Wako goes down. But I think Carry actually got the kill, which was a bit of a tragedy.
Yeah, he did with the Ignite.
On the other hand, Wako and Pretender picked up the 2 kills for Frank's side. So gold exactly as you'd want it distributed if you're Frank.
Oh.
And out of nowhere, Twisted Fate is down 20.
Yeah, that's insane. Wako's dead. That is a egregious over...
Yeah, and this is what I mean by putting Wako in uncomfortable situations on the team. I don't think we've seen a Jhin game out of him yet, this split or the previous. So it's good for him to make these mistakes against the Hellpigs, right, rather than PSG, CFO, or DCG.
I don't think it's good for him to make mistakes at all. The last won't be too impactful on the game. 2K still their advantage, and they do lose the Dragon off the back end of that.
Looks like a monster flank from Carry just in picture-in-picture now. This time they can actually donate the kill over to Cheng9, who has been a strong performing member of this team. So that is who you want the gold on if you're the Hellpigs. And it should be a game where this Zeri can have massive impact, right? There's no Vi or Nautilus to lock her down.
Yep. Oh, Wako.
Nice, the cannon. Some mental warfare.
Well, this Twisted Fate is so far behind.
Yeah,
obviously, largely in part to Gemini, and we saw earlier about 10 minions getting zoned by Gemini just standing between the 2 towers.
Yeah, I forgot about that, actually. That is what happened. So, Jung gonna get a nice deep ward on Krugs. Ching9 is completely zoned off of this wave. Does not know where Kaiwing is, so has to just play really far back.
Nice Q poke.
Yeah,
lightning crash used here for Ching9 as Wako's just going to run for his life. See if he's able to get out. Curtain call now coming through. One. Flash away from Ching9.
Oh, okay. Wako actually ends up winning his opponent's flash there. That's advantage Wako. At least for now in the 1v1 though. Here's Carry.
Carry's here though.
A dead Jhin.
Yeah, Wako's got nowhere to run. Will just be taken out.
No assist for Cheng9, but that still feels pretty good to get the Jhin off the map.
Yeah, 1 in 3 now is Wako.
Do they go for a plate on the Hellpigs? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's too dangerous, right? Ching9, he has cleanse, but still, you don't really want to be using that to try and secure yourself a plate, and you would have to use it if Kaiwing were to simply press Ignite on you.
Yeah, Kaiwing threatening the freeze, hoping to stop their bases. Hotpot going for Jiang.
Yeah, Jiang gonna have to flash. Mid lane even. Heavy trades coming out. The culling gonna be pretty much dodged away by after Nuli just dashes away with that Valkyrie.
Yeah, advantage Nuli, but both mid laners with TP. We'll see if they opt to use them here. Might be wise to hold on to these TPs. Nope, Nuli's going straight back in. And that'll probably prompt Pretender to do the same. Yeah, here comes
teleport.
Pretender.
Yeah, teleport coming through. One Void Grub was picked up there by Hotbot, and the rest look like they're just going to be the side of Frank. So 5 in total with Kiri. Looking again. What a nice Q, but maybe it's going to result in his demise as he does have to pop that ultimate. Unbreakable will, but he will be able to get away.
Yeah, Kerry had already used his headbutt, so no point in the pulverized flash there. Had to just settle for Wako's flash when he got it. But either way, Jin no flash now. You won't have Ali's flash to punish. Oh, Guangon's just dead.
Oh, yeah, no. Hotpot's here. Jiang, oh my god, the sidesteps are immaculate, but it's not going to matter. This is just going to go down to that brand passive, and the Pyroclasm is success after success really coming through. Ching9 running for his life, there's nowhere to go. Fourth shot, Wako gets himself a second.
Yeah, Ching9 not adjusting to how quickly he's been swapped onto weak side now once Brand shows up. Kerry trying to keep Gemini out of his jungler's bot side. But as we were saying before, these jungle matchups get really out of hand really quickly. Almost 30 CS the lead for Gemini now. And yeah, we're going to see how Cheng9 found himself in this position. Does see the entirety of Frank because he has the Twisted Fate ulti. Probably just had to try run backwards through Kaiwing.
He doesn't do so, gets...
Actually used Cleanse, which is very ambitious. Hotpot and Gemini going to fight over this Wooba.
Smite. Goes to Hotpot.
Smite by Hotpot needs to hit those. Ali in trouble.
Yeah, does not quite actually have that L drop yet.
Yeah.
Still down from his attempted tower dive.
I think he's misclicked his refillable potion old carry. That embarrassing little pink ward in the middle of bot lane. Second dragon going to be going to Frank. No contest on the cards here for helping.
Yeah. The 101 are the dragons.
Yeah, here's Kaiwing in the mid lane. We'll be running into Hotpot if he chases any further, but... Oh, takes a chunk here.
Yeah, ultimately should be okay.
Yep, shouldn't amount to too much. Might mean some pressure on Jiang now. As Rel will be off the map.
Lily's done a really good job of containing Lucian in this 1v1.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Considering the items, I'm surprised the trades are going this well for Corki. You hope he has his Triforce in base, but might not.
I doubt it. No, he's nowhere near. Probably just a phage. There it is. Cells is refillable as well.
Oh, Cells is refillable for a pink ward team player. We'll get to now go sit in the side lane as the Corki. So small window for Pretender to punish him while he's got a massive item advantage. Kerry gonna have to ulti here.
Yeah, well played, Gemini. Very highly skill intensive that interaction was.
Yeah, just one spell.
Pretty cute, it was two.
Two spells, half of Ali's HP gone.
Yeah, and Kerry opting not to go Warmogs.
Yeah, that's insane. It hasn't been nerfed yet. On the patch we're playing, I don't think.
No, it hasn't, not yet. Volcar coming through onto Pretender. Hotpot even flashing forward, but won't be able to find that follow-up stun as Pretender does have to match the flash with his own. And now this is a very, very dodgy looking Rift Herald. Frank still aggroing on it. They will ultimately be able to pick it up by the looks of things, so Great job by Frank Esports to secure yet another objective.
Yeah. I think Twisted Fate was just too low for them to take that fight, and I think they just have to wait for the RFC on the TF. He's very delayed on it. 100 CS at 15 minutes. He's very slow. Hotpot gonna find Kaiwing here.
Hotpot will be landing the stun. Guangwan popping Ghost has a stun of his own as Stranglethorns come through, but he's able to run away, and the passive from Brand on Gemini. Auto attack's coming through, and Guangwan picks one up for himself, and Kiri now finds himself in the middle of two. Nice headbutt pulverize, gets a knock up on them both as Kaiwing trying to get away. Does have that extra movement speed from the Cloud map, but won't be able to utilize it to escape, and ultimately it's Hellpigs picking up that win. Find themselves only down 700 gold now.
Yeah, Frank make a half-committed play in the top lane. Just 3 members there versus 5 of the Hellpigs, and get punished to the maximum for it. The Twisted Fate doesn't even go down. And I don't know if they even got any flashes out of this.
I think Twisted Fate, Destiny comes through. He's got double buffs, and Jung didn't pick up his boomerang during that stun. Flash available for Guangwan, but ultimately Jung able to create enough distance that he does not go down.
Yeah, massive performance from Guangwan, including in this fight, where he holds onto the skull card here, doesn't throw it at Kaiwing, goes onto Gemini, so that Hotpot can get all of this damage out. And I think they do actually pick up Hotpot, so they did get 1 kill back on Frank, but Guangwan is so strong in this fight. A nice play from Carry to knock up both members of Frank. Make sure this is a clean play for them. Guangwan will then ulti bot, get Jiang's flash, and take bot tower by himself. This is a night and day performance on this TF compared to last series against J-Team. Nuli.
Oh, he just gets solo killed, rather, as Nuli gets super aggressive on this Corki. Now Wako trying to answer back with that curtain call. Misses 1, misses 2, hits 3. Valkyrie, oh my god, that was close.
He Valkyrie'd into the wall a little bit, but it did enough to get him out of trouble there. Nice play from Nuli, who's 2-0 out of nowhere now, and is just the most fed character on the map.
Yeah, Hellpig's now up 2k gold.
Yeah, from behind 2k gold. So this is about a 4k gold swing.
Can they do it? Can they get their first game win?
It's looking like it.
Yeah, they're looking like it's possible for sure.
They should be in good shape too. Honestly, once this Corki and TF both hit 2 items, there is so little resistance on the side of Frank to just an RFC stun gold card into Corki spam. Maybe some brand spells. No, it's so easy for Hellpigs to kill someone in a Twisted Fate stun from range too.
Wako now 2 items on this Jhin.
Rift Herald mid is going to buy Frank a lot of time to get onto this Dragon Carry monster flank. No flash. No flash carry.
Second of the game. His position is no one.
Yeah, no flash on him though. He's on Wako.
But he's all alone. There's absolutely no one here. And Guangwan trying to answer back on the other side. Stranglethorns come through though. That's a lot of damage. Through comes the Magnus Storm. Chung's going to be able to pick up at least 1 and kill Ching9 with that lightning crash, trying to find the damage onto these carries, but he's kind of stuck in no man's land. Now Nuli turning up maybe can do what is required. Hotpot stuck in that pit, does not have flash for just 5 more seconds. The Dragon's taking him out. He is alive. Flash now available. He's able to get out if he wants to. He's auto-attacking. He's dodging every Q. He's going to commit his own life. Not going to flash away. Kerry now coming back. Going to go down. And Nuli going to get stunned. Going to get knocked up. Shut down as well from Jiang on the bottom side. But ultimately, Nuli will be taken out too as he's trying a lot to try and get the damage through here. But there's just too many members. Yeah, eventually it will be taken out.
So much damage done by Nuli at the end. But somehow Frank just makes the Hellpigs dizzy. And the Hellpigs end up on the wrong side of the map trying to chase their own Alistar. And they get punished for having such an amazing flank. I thought that flank was almost guaranteed to work just because of how mobile Zeri and TF are getting around these fights. But Carry just finds himself in the middle of 5.
Hotpot as well, battling his demons in that dragon pit.
I'm in disbelief he did not flash out of the pit. But even if he did, he'd be on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, I think he just dies anyway. I think it was good to hold on to a flash.
Yeah, RFC almost finished now for Guangwan, and that fight also started with Gemini just finding Guangguan super early, and it was a 1-for-1 Zyra for TF, but you'll take that trade as the Zyra every time.
Yeah, especially if you got all your abilities off.
Yeah. Yeah, Zyra already just has done so much damage. Whereas TF is a champion who scales the longer he's alive in a fight. The more stuns he can throw out, the more oppressive he can be.
Yeah, now, gold back in Frank's favor, sorry, as we're... Gold graph at the end of this game is going to look
like
interesting.
A heart rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thunder picks up Essence Reaver now. So, big spike for him, but not nearly as big as this Corki spike.
Yeah, Noli is very, very strong.
And also not as big as this TF spike. These might be the two biggest spikes in the game. Only Ezreal really giving these two champs a run for their money in terms of 2-item power spikes. It's actually Frank who have complete control over the Baron. They do kill it really, really quickly. But they just die really quickly if they do get caught doing it. It's going to be a bit of a tightrope for them to close out this game. And Frank have to honestly work hard to find advantages in this game. Because their path to the win, even from ahead right now, doesn't seem all that clear to me at least. For now, Pretender's got some good prio, but it is only a tier 1. Frank throwing some pings at this bear, and looks like they want to hit it right now.
Lot of plants. Ooh, not going to connect on that Jin W.
Yeah, Helpig seem to know that they're not on it now. Looks like Guangguan's going to be swapped down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, not going to be the fastest.
Oh, nice damage.
Yeah, Gemini Pyroclasm is not going to get the bounces. Baron. He would only auto attacks the one time, but Gemini is going to have to recall.
Yeah, can they find a Twisted Fate ulti here? No. Guangguan not willing to ulti in on any flanks here, so...
Now that they see all four, I'm surprised you didn't commit it, but ultimately won't do so. Snare onto Kiri means he's going to take a whole chunk of damage.
Yeah, actually a surprising amount of damage on him, but Helpigs will get to reclaim some Baron Vision. I don't think they'll get to keep this for long.
Earlier on in this game, Kiri had a Kindle gem.
Yeah.
And he sold it to go Warmogs.
Right, so he
that
forgot.
That can't be right.
Well, maybe he forgot it doesn't build out of that anymore.
Yeah, maybe. He probably shouldn't be forgetting
Hopefully
those
it's not the first time he's building Warmogs this patch. Frank again incessantly setting up this Baron Vision. And you have to wonder if the Helpings should just be grouping a bit to fight for this Baron Vision. This seems like an unpleasant way to play the mid game, constantly worrying if the enemy is soloing the Baron or rushing the Baron.
Yeah. Ultimately, it kind of feels bad not having your TF with any side lane pressure, but that's just the game state we find ourselves in.
It's currently also just no ulti, and TP is up on this Gnar.
Bowen taking a large chunk of damage. Does have Warmogs, though, for himself, so...
I think
eventually we'll heal up.
If you're Frank, could you not just TP your Mega Gnar in right now? Twisted Fate, no teleport. Just start hitting this Baron, TP that guy in. They
Probably
decide not to.
The Mega Gnar's going to run out by the time any fight breaks out, is the problem.
Looks like it was Static Shiv for Wako into RFC, probably IE now.
G9 as well, almost completing his Infinity Edge.
Yeah, Carrie's still waiting on his Warmogs.
Oh, flash forward. Look, going to connect on that Magnet Storm as Guangguan is going to be able to flash away as well. A lot of damage coming out onto Jiang, who's going to have to flash away. Hop as well. Kiri very low, Unbreakable will pops on this Alistair, and again, as you just said, no Warmog, so he's not going to be able to get that health back without returning back to his fountain.
Yeah, Frank just go for an engage onto Guangguan, burn his flash, And it feels really hard for Helpix to re-engage. Carry kind of tried, and he does have flash up on the alley, but they're so low on engage on Helpix that it feels like even if Frank whiff and engage as hard as they did there, you can't really punish at all. That'll be the third dragon picked up. Now by Frank.
Yeah. Jung losing flash in that fight. Timing as well, of course. Was all of that traded just for Gwangwan? Both of his sums, but still. Two members of Frank without their flashes, just the one of Helpix.
Yeah, I think Frank have recognized how much heavy lifting this Twisted Fate does in the Helpix comp. And they're just targeting him because they pretty much have no CC without this guy. And he does have the best CC in the game, so killing that guy feels very good.
A bit of a lull period. It was always a slow journey generally doing the Baron when you have a Jhin, but it's a little different in this meta. Obviously, if you can bring the Lucian over, Zyra as well.
Yeah, not a bad Baron for either team. Helpix with IE finished on this area have a very fast Baron.
Wako, despite 3 chain deaths in a row early, is the richest person on the Rift. Actually, Ching9 taking him over now with the clearance of that wave. And
Baron on.
Baron started. A lot of plants is getting burnt down to half HP. Now 8,000 is its health total, but Frank going to peel away from it. Meganar available for Jiang, but he does not have flash because of their prior fight. And ultimately, the presence was enough to thwart any Baron attempts there from Frank Esports as Helpix fight for mid-wave control.
Yeah.
Tender getting chunked out here by these rocket barrages coming through from Nuli on this Corki. A lot of damage coming through from him now as Snare's not going to connect. Stun certainly will though from Gwangwan as we even have the culling come out for pretty much nothing.
Oh, look at Gemini. He's been waiting in that bush for a long time. Looks like it's just a very honorable ARAM. Carry with a flank. This is a great flank.
Carry has a flank. He's got the 2-man knockout, but Lightning Crash comes through. This is an amazing fight for Helpix, at least at the start, but the Stranglethorns has turned it around just a little bit. 2 for 1, gold card. Gemini's taken out, and the power of Twisted Fate is once again being felt. Curtain call, though. Wako, he's very, very rich in this game. It's a 280 carries against the world as he sends the 4th one off to the side, trying to avoid Nuli. Nuli very far up, is Pretender going to have to dash away. Is teleport available on this Lucian?
Yeah,
if he gets that recall, maybe they can defend this, although Brand and 280 carries, this is just being completely melted. And Helpix, they have control, at least in this game. Smite and everyone's running their separate ways as Baron on 5 members now of the Helpix.
Yeah, no way to ever contest that if you're Frank with the 2 ADCs just against the Twisted Fate stun. And this is a monster flank I was talking about by Carry, who has flashed and just uses his flash to get onto the 2 flashless members of Frank. Wako would have been a bonus, but most importantly, these 2 have no flash. And they both just go down instantly. No counterplay, really. And an amazing destiny here from Gwangwan onto Gemini. Secures the Baron. At this point, there's nothing that could happen so that Helpix don't get the Baron. When you've got Twisted Fate against 2 people who are trying to 2v5, you know, it's just not really practical.
Absolutely. Cunningham, a very quiet game for himself on the rail this game. Still, game is fairly even. It is a 2k advantage for Helpix yet again as the heart rate monitor does continue in terms of that gold graph.
Yeah, now 2k back to Helpix. Yeah, I cannot believe how close this game has been. Start to finish. And Helpix, this Baron is going to give them really good position on this dragon, which would have been Frank's soul.
Yeah, they can fight for it. Nice near landing. Alonso CC, and we've committed our entire engage onto Hot Pot. But he's the only person we need to kill in terms of these objectives because 30 seconds until this dragon's up, and That's 15 seconds before, Hot Pot even respawns.
Yeah, and I think it's just going to be Soul going over to Frank, and Helpings are going to trade it for some objectives.
Yeah, Nolly trying to get that recall off, but it got cancelled by a minion. Jung does manage to find the Corki. Nolly's recall getting cancelled. One Void Drop, not going to be enough.
Didn't get the tower. Should certainly, with the advantage of hindsight, should have committed to the tower, but
yeah,
I think either way probably should have committed to the tower as Kerry gets trumped.
Kerry, yeah, Unbreakable will use, but here comes the curtain call. 1, 2, 3 will connect. Won't be able to get the fourth, but Pretender's there to auto attack and secure the kill for himself. And now with absolute certainty, this is going to be the dragon picked up. The soul for Frank Esports is this Baron power play is not looking all that powerful.
Yes, still positive, at least the power play for the Helpings plus 500, but this recent passage of play, all Frank, killing several members of the old piggies and picking up soul for themselves. Now, you would hope we're in a commanding position to win the game. Gold is dead even. If you count the gold for the Dragons, it's probably Frank slightly ahead.
Things going very well.
It feels good to be a triple air Drake Jhin. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, a lot of movement speed.
Not the most useful soul on a Jhin, though.
No, probably the worst.
Yeah, definitely would be. I don't know if you even get the move speed after the ult finishes.
As soon as you press R.
Oh, Christ. And so Wako can tap his ulti now if he wants to. Great soul on Lucian.
Yeah, and Rel.
Yeah, it feels amazing on those champions.
Frank Esports definitely in the lead now. Gold is even, but the Dragon Soul equaling out that up quite a lot as Ching9's going to be forced to use his cleanse. Kerry now blocking the culling and the curtain call, but the fourth one connects and Ching9's going to have to flash away.
Goodness.
Oh, Gangwon though lands a gold card there onto Gemini, and that's a reasonable chunk of damage. Wako is running at the speed of light.
Yeah, scary little plays coming out of Frank. Not committing all that much onto these members of Helpings, but still forcing cooldowns out of them. Flash and cleanse used from Cheng9 there. Just for a couple ultis on the side of Frank. TP to defend tier 2 top while they take tier 2 bot.
And only 3 items, very strong. Pretender finds them.
He's not as strong though.
Gonna disallow any recalls coming through as
but he sidesteps by Pretender.
He has Bloodthirster too, so eventually in the long trade this is going to be winning as you're seeing his health come back. Flash forward, Q does manage to secure himself the kill.
Yeah, well played by Pretender, and he does have to play it well. That's a scary fight.
Yeah, that Rocket Barrage lands, he dies.
Yeah.
That did not land. Ching9 now going to be jumping over the wall, but not going to fire much.
Pretender now gets a massive wave crashing in top, and the rest of Frank are going to collapse around it. Zone Helpings from this wave.
How annoying are these Zyra plants.
Yeah. You have so many right clickers on Helpings, but still just a pain. That is almost all the tier 2s now taken down by Frank. They're eyeballing mid, but Jiang is stuck in Mega, so we cannot hit this tower.
Yep, 30 seconds now until the Baron. That should be the next objective. Either team gets it. It could just spell the end of the game nearly.
Yeah, I kind of just want to see Frank waiting for this on spawn. I think they can just kill it the moment it comes up, but
yeah, probably getting Crypt
Gemini
Bloom.
will back.
Get Crypt Bloom because there will be a fight around it regardless of if you started on spawn. So having as much power as possible ahead of that. To keep an eye on Jiang and his rage or Nabar as well as he goes to clear out a bottom lane.
Yeah, it has TP. We'll see if Helpings are paying attention to how little rage the Snar has. And if they go now.
Helpings control over the river first. Do have the priority over the mid wave. Teleport coming through somewhere from Jiang as he's right in the back. He's all alone though. He does find a one-man Narol, but it's on to Kiri who breaks it on Breakable Will. Ching9 is going to get stunned up. That's teleport now gone from this. The Mega Form also has now gone away. Won't be too long until that's back up as aggression over the mid-wave. Wako, though, deadly accurate with those Ws.
Yeah, very good with these Jin Ws, Wako. Helpig's worried about Frank starting up this bear, and Frank have started it up, as we can see.
Yeah, it's getting lows.
Helpigs have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're wise to the idea. It's probably happening, though, as more W's landing. There's no ultimate here for Kerry. Does just go forward. 3-man found, but through comes Kaiwing. It's a nice Zonyas from Hot Pot to avoid any damage there, but it's ultimately Frank with the first kill onto Kerry. Pyroclasm as well does come out, but doesn't find a kill, and that's a lot of cooldowns used for both sides.
Yeah, all of Guangguan's HP is gone. So
yeah, it doesn't even have Destiny either, as Wako getting aggressive. Going to get hit by these rocket barrages. Normally even Valkyrieing forward. Lightning crash. Ching9 trying to find the damage. Here comes the curtain call. Cleanse from Ching9. He's going to find one kill. Going to go down, though, as Pretender able to find the auto attacks required to take out that Zeri. It's a 1-for-1. Jungler and Frank dead. Gemini going to be respawning in 45 seconds. On the other side, though, Kiri and Ching9 both taken out as well.
Yeah, and I think it's just okay if you're Ching9 to go down for the jungler. It means no Baron is ever happening, at least. Yeah, I can't really make sense of that aggression that just happened in the mid lane. Gemini does commit his flash for it, though, so maybe advantage Helpigs, even. Elder, the next objective, 20 seconds on that. Young, no TP. Pretender will be the one to side lane if we do want someone side laning before Elder. But I don't even want to see Guangguan side laning on the TF. Honestly, I want to see him here with the RFC autos. Seeing if he can fish for some stuns on some members of Frank. Even Jiang goes down pretty quick at this point. Kaiwing too.
Let's have a look. We're almost 40 minutes into this game, and this Elder Dragon could decide it.
Yeah, QSS on both the carries of Frank now. Watch out for that. Luli now mega strong, walking out of base with an IE.
Yeah, we really need our Corki to get here. Does have teleporters, going to use it to their bottom wave as Frank are the first to start up this dragon.
Straight at Jung here.
Is just sprinting forwards.
Oh, Nuli's just not running at Jung for some reason. There he is.
Now Jung going to have to flash away as Guangguan teleports on in. Kiri's going to lose a lot of health, but does have the Warmox to sustain himself up. As soon as that passive starts ticking away, Kaiwing trying to find a flank, finds himself on one as Guangguan going to pop the ghost. Curtain Call, though, coming through. He's very, very low, doesn't have Destiny. And this Elder's down to 10k HP. Jung marking Kiri, stops him from getting any further healing now on this Alistair's Warmogs. And Guangguan's so low. So many plants, so many traps. It's so hard to play these. There's so many squishy members of Helpigs. Down it goes. It's Pretender who picks up the Elder. Two people immediately wiped out. Jung going to only need to find a couple auto attacks on Kiri, who does pop the ult, but he's eventually going to go down. Ching9 as well, getting aggressive. Newly the last to go down, but eventually probably will be found. Not going to get hit by that ult. In fact, will have the chance to recall, but it is just one Corki against 5 Elder Dragons. Wako just walking forward. Pretender flashes forward, and Jung takes the kill with that boomerang. And it took 40 minutes, but Frank Esports will take game number 1 up against Helpigs.
Yeah, Nuli and Cheng very strong this game. They do what they can in those fights, but just feels like Pretender and Wako are stronger. Frank pick up the Elder Dragon before Helpigs really even get a chance to fight, and I guess that's the problem with the lack of engage you had on the Helpigs comp. Maybe something like the Rakan over the alley could have found a fight there.
Yeah.
But no luck this time around for Helpigs, who pretty impressive performance by them.
But yet again, I mean, just continuing to prove that the individuals of Helpigs are very capable. I mean, going toe-to-toe with such strong members that the side of Frank Esports have, and winning.
Did anyone even feel outmatched on the side of Helpigs that game? I don't think so.
No?
I don't think we were feeling any disparities.
Maybe Jungle.
Yeah.
Hot Pot kind of struggling, but ultimately, I mean, it started pretty terribly for him, right? Goes bottom, top, out of his clear and